Hey guys, it's Lisa from lisasfoodaddiction.com, and today on Lisa's Food Addiction, we are putting a twist on a southern favorite, banana pudding. We are going to be making these banana pudding cannoli. We're going to stuff this fried pastry with a banana cream cheese filling, dusted in powdered sugar, vanilla wafers, and homemade whipped cream. So, let's get cooking. We're going to start off by making our banana cream cheese filling. Here I have my stand mixer, and of course you do not need a stand mixer. Feel free to use your hand mixer if you'd like. We're going to beat this cream cheese until it becomes whipped and most of the lumps are gone. Next, we are going to move on to the banana part of our filling while our cream cheese is whipping in my very messy mixer. Guys, please forgive me. I did not realize that I had like cream cheese smeared all over the bowl, but that is definitely a part of cooking. You are going to make a mess and you just have to clean it up. Into our bowl of milk, we're going to add our instant pudding, and it's pretty simple, guys. It's milk, pudding, mix. That's it. In about 5 minutes, your pudding is going to stiffen and is going to be ready to go. Our pudding has begun to stiffen up, and of course it was not long at all. Once that is done, we are going to add it into our stand mixer along with our cream cheese. Once we've got all of that pudding into our cream cheese, we're going to continue to beat this until both ingredients are combined thoroughly and you have a minimal amount of lumps in your mixture. About halfway through mixing, guys, we're actually going to stop and add some vanilla extract. This is going to heighten the flavor of our banana pudding. So once you have that in there, you want to continue to mix until everything is combined well. We're going to grab a bowl to place our banana cream cheese filling in, and once we've done that, we're actually going to sit it in the refrigerator until we are ready to use it. So guys, after doing some tasting, I decided that I was not happy with the consistency of the pudding, so I went back and I used another box of instant pudding. This time I went half with the amount of milk so that the pudding would come out thicker. And guys, this is all of the fun that comes along with cooking. You get to taste everything and see what goes with what doesn't work, what does work. And you always want to make sure that you enjoy what you're making, because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to eat it. And that's defeating the whole purpose of cooking. So you want to make sure that you taste everything that you're making so that you enjoy it, and most importantly, everybody else enjoys it too. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of salt just to level off all of this sweetness going on. And here, guys, we can actually see how much thicker this pudding is versus the one that we started off with, and that is what we want to stuff our cannoli shells with. Now guys, we are going to move on to make some homemade whipped cream, and this was my favorite part. If you guys have never made homemade whipped cream, that gives you even more reason to try this recipe. As you can see, it's super simple. We went in with just some heavy whipping cream and some powdered sugar, and you're going to whip that until stiff peaks form, and then that is it. I know, right? You are done. You have homemade whipped cream in about 5 minutes. Now that our homemade whipped cream is done and our banana cream cheese filling is done, we're going to move on and add these both to piping bags. So here I have a tall glass, and what I did was I snipped the end of my piping bag and I put the piping tip at the bottom. Once you've done that, it's just a matter of placing the whipped cream in and placing the filling in. Quick tip, guys, if you do not have a piping tip or a piping bag on hand, don't worry, you can definitely still do this at home. All you have to do is grab a Ziploc bag, which is pretty common, right? You snip the end of the Ziploc bag, fill it up with your filling, whether it's the homemade whipped cream or the banana cream cheese filling, and you just pipe it out. It is the same thing, the same process, and you made it with what you had on hand. We're going to continue to fill our piping bag with the banana cream cheese filling, and guys, don't make the mistake I did of overfilling your bag, you definitely want to stop midway. If you overfill it, it's going to be like spilling out on both ends, and it's just, trust me, it's going to be a mess, okay? So try not to overfill your piping bag. Here we have our cannoli shells, and we're just going to begin filling our cannoli shells with our banana cream cheese filling. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, a cannoli shell is basically just a fried piece of pastry. It's very crispy, it's crunchy, it has like a vanilla flavor, and if you guys have never experienced what a cannoli is like, you definitely want to give this recipe a try. Usually when you go into grocery stores and you see cannolis in a bakery, they're usually dipped in like chocolate, or they already have a filling. And because of that, I had to ask around to find plain cannoli shells. And what I have learned is that you just go to your local bakery. I went to the bakery in the Publix by where I live, or you can go to a Kroger bakery or a Walmart bakery and you just ask them, hey, can you make me 10 large cannoli shells plain? Simple, they'll do it for you. They fill your order out and you just pay the price of what it costs to get the cannoli shells made. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought that I should share it with you guys. Once you have all of your cannoli shells filled with that yummy, yummy banana cream cheese filling, we're going to slice up a banana on top, and we are going to dust some powdered sugar over the top of our cannoli shells. You really want to get this covered really good. It's going to help with the texture. When you bite into the cannoli, you're going to get that pillowy flavor from the powdered sugar. So now we are going to go in with our homemade whipped cream. As you guys can see, I am just piping it on the side of my banana pudding cannolis, but if you prefer, you can just take a dollop of whipped cream and place it on top of your cannoli, and that'll be just as good. And lastly, guys, we're just going to go in with our mini Nilla wafers. I'm placing mine into my whipped cream dollops, and I'm also going to crunch some up and place them over the banana pudding cannolis. That's it, guys. We are done with this super amazing, super fun, and super delicious dessert, banana pudding cannoli for the win. If you guys enjoyed this video and this recipe as much as I did, don't forget to hit that notification bell below so you don't miss out on future uploads. And remember, guys, you can find this recipe along with the measurements and so much more at lisasfoodaddiction.com. Don't forget to like this video and to leave me a comment down below. I thank each and every one of you for hanging out in the kitchen with me on today. And as I always say, if I can cook it, anyone can. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.